काय असेल हाँ काय ग हाँ बोल ना होते आल्यात सगळ्या म्हणजे अजून बोलायला सुरुवात नाही केली त्यांनी नाही ही आली होती तोंड बघितलं तिचं हा नाही नाही हो नाही ते आली हा पण नुसतं येऊन गेली ती परत मेसेज काय माहितीये पुअर कनेक्शन व्हिडिओ प्यूर पाच पाच त्यांचा प्युअर नाही पुअर कनेक्शन म्हटलं इकडे नाही तर म्हणजे त्यांच्याकडून पुअर कनेक्शन आहे Why to start video camera like connection
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the next session in our culinary workshop along with Sheila Raheja Institute of Hotel Management. I would like you all to please put yourselves on mute, as if you all don't put yourselves on mute, then we won't be able to hear the chef. Please mute yourself.
Hello.
Please mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
Please mute yourself. We need to mute everybody, otherwise we will not be able to hear our chef speaking. When there is an interactive session, then you can unmute yourself and then we can definitely hear what you have to say. Okay, so welcome everyone again to the next session in our culinary workshop series with SRIHM. Today we have a lot of different participants coming from different parts of India. We are very happy that we are able to bring these workshops to you wherever you are. Today's topic is on eggless baking, and India being a vegetarian, predominantly vegetarian country, this is one of the hottest topics not only in bakery but also in other areas of cookery. So we are very happy that we are able to do this for y'all. One of the most important things that we train our students at the institute as part of our programs, as well as when we empower students elsewhere, is that we do teach our students how to use an egg. It is very important if later on you want to set up your own business where you are selling cupcakes or making all sorts of different cakes, tea cakes, or any other items, as well as if your adults actually turn out to be very good. मतलब कुकरी में बच्चे का बहुत अच्छा हाथ है और वो लोग कर सकते हैं, तो अंडा के साथ काम करने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. पर हम लोग अंडा के साथ हम लोग काम करते हैं, पर हम लोग फोर्स नहीं करते खाने के लिए. Okay, so the concept is about usage and technicality rather than actually ingestion. And so it is very necessary to know both ways of baking. And eggless baking is actually a little trickier when it comes to baking with egg. Especially how do you get a spongy bake? How do you get the same, मतलब कैसा product आप egg के साथ जो आप खाते हो, वो बिना egg का आप कैसे खा सकते हो? That is what our two aspiring chefs are going to teach you today. Okay, so nice to see many of our past students, our current students, a lot of new faces. A very big hello to everyone. My name is Dr. Tatiana Dias, and I'm the CEO of Verushka Foundation. It's lovely to see all of you participate in our workshops every week. And we hope that this will continue right through till December, till when we have these workshops ongoing. So I'm going to start by introducing our chefs today. Okay, we have two aspiring chefs, basically Mandar and Anusha. Just to give you a little bit of a background, so Anusha is basically she is the sole owner of the brand called Divine Desserts Patisserie. She started her journey into the successful business in a very fun way. She's enthusiastic, she's jovial, and she's a real life success story. She's a home baker with clear visions and goals. And what started as basically a pastime baking session with her friends has turned out to be a very successful baking venture. And after 3 years of successfully baking, she's established herself as a prominent name in the baking field in Chembur. So people who are in Chembur, please do look up Anusha once the class is over, and maybe you can order some products from her, or you can make what she shows you how to do today in the class. So it was basically time for a name which is known, and that is how she has named her business as Divine Desserts Patisserie. She strives to bring basically the best medley of flavors on the palate, and she pushes herself every day. The goal that she works with is do not let your mouth talk about you, let your work talk about yourself. And I think that is one of the things that we also teach our students, is that it's very important, no matter how you look, no matter how tall, short, or whatever ability or inability you have, the most important thing is what your skills are going to show that you can do. And that is the most important thing. Now, coming to Mandar, another very interesting profile, and we have two very ambitious chefs today. He comes from a family of entrepreneurs and intellectuals, but he chose to be a chef because cookery inspired him since he was in his 7th grade, and mainly baking, and he baked a cake and cooking for his family. And taking a huge step and following his dreams was quite difficult for him because, as you know, in India, a lot of our families, as much as parents are supportive to a large extent, they would like us to do the traditional things. And getting into cookery and getting into bakery, even though nowadays it's considered to be exciting, Mandar's family, in his family, it was unconventional for him. And it took them a little bit of time, but they ultimately did get around it. And he's successfully running a cloud kitchen under the name of Delicio Pastel. and his parents themselves have actually helped to support it, and all the faculties for shaping him into the person he is today. He goes by basically the by the motto that you write your own book and you make your own choices and you become the person that you are meant to be, and that's what he's doing. Another point that he definitely wants to put across to all of us is that being privileged is not actually necessary, and to be someone you don't need to be privileged. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve as long as you put your mind to it. So when life gives you lemons, make a lemon cake, because things add up step by step, and that's what he's doing right now. So we welcome both of our aspiring chefs today, and with no further ado, I would like to invite Anusha. She's going to show us how to make a classic sponge cake and something very exciting, which is like a dual cake. So over to you, Anusha.
Hi, thank you so much for the amazing introduction, ma'am. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this lovely baking session for today. So, I'm Anusha Advani, as introduced by ma'am already. I'm doing a small baking session with everybody over here for all the lovely kids. We are making a double flavored cake today. So, किस को vanilla पसंद है और किसको chocolate पसंद है? तो सब लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं हमको दोनों खाना है, तो हम दोनों खाएंगे. तो आज हम एक ऐसा केक बनाएंगे. We'll be making one cake where you'll have both the flavors in one cake itself. So I hope everybody is ready for this amazing session. I'll be showing you what all do we need today for making this amazing dual cake. Okay, so let's get started. I'll show you all the ingredients. So first of all, if you have the recipe sheet with you, we have 125 grams of refined flour, maida. We have 100 grams of sugar, powdered sugar. We have 100 ml of oil. We have 2 grams of baking soda, 4 grams of baking powder, 40 grams of condensed milk, 100 ml of water, and 20 grams of cocoa powder. Here we have some extra refined flour to dust our pan and some extra oil also. So as all our kids love chocolate chips, we have some chocolate chips over here today to decorate our cake with, and some sprinklers too. So we have some different type of sprinklers. This is ideally used baking soda and baking powder. This is by Bluebird. You get it anywhere in the market. You can get this for this cake. And we need 2 spatulas, 1 whisk, 1 round baking tin, an 8-inch baking tin, 6 inches baking tin, and 2 bowls for mixing. And of course, a napkin so that you can keep it down when you are making your cake. I hope everybody is clear with the ingredients and the material that we are going to use to make this cake. I think we should get started. Can I get a thumbs up from everybody? Can I see all the kids doing a thumbs up? Yay, I see so many excited. Okay, so let's start, okay? So here I have one. I have 6 inches.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah. For the, as you mentioned, as a round tin.
Correct.
Can I be able to use a square tin or another shape of tin?
Yes, of course, you can use a square tin, you can use a hard tin, you can use any type of tin that you have. You can use a loaf tin also if you have.
Okay.
Yeah, but it should be sufficient enough. It should be a small, tin so that you can put a half kg cake into it. If you take a bigger tin, then you will put less batter into it and the cake will be too thin when it comes out.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I hope that cleared your doubt.
Yeah.
Yes. So here I have a brush and some oil with the brush. Okay? I'm going to grease my entire tin. Just look at the way I'm greasing the tin, okay? Completely all over. You nicely apply oil to the entire tin, and the extra refined flour, the extra maida that you had taken, you take this and you put it inside the baking tin so that you can dust and grease the entire tin. So does anybody know why do we do this? Does anybody know?
Cake.
Yeah. So that the cake doesn't get stuck splitting.
Correct. Amazing. That's the correct answer. So we have greased the entire tin very well. This is how it looks after it's greased. Okay. This makes the pan non-stick. Okay. This is how it looks. Now we wipe our hands clean. Your hands should be nicely washed and sanitized before you start your work. Okay. So now you have a bowl over here. You take 125 grams of refined flour and pour it into the bowl nicely. Okay. Then you take 100 grams of sugar, powdered sugar or castor sugar. Okay. Put it into the bowl. Everything. Don't even miss one grain. Okay. Then let's take 2 grams of soda, baking soda, and 4 grams of baking powder. Now you mix this really well so that all the ingredients are incorporated. Look at the way I'm mixing it. These are all the dry ingredients that are mixed. Okay.
All is great. Fine.
Great. So now we take another bowl in which we add all our wet ingredients. Okay. I'll just flip the camera so that everybody can see. All right. So here I take another bowl in which I'm adding 100 ml of oil. Then into it I'm adding 40 grams of condensed milk. So you get Amul Mithai Mate also. You can use that also. Or you can use Nestle Milkmaid that you get in the market. It's easily available in any store. Okay, you take out everything very well. Then to this, you add 100 ml of water. You take a whisk and mix this really well to get a nice homogeneous mixture. A nice liquid will be formed like this.
Ma'am, can you ask one question? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sure.
100 gram
Yes,
water.
yes.
Now, what you says, 100 gram water, no?
Yes, 100 ml of water.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
So now you mix all of this really well. Then you put it into the dry ingredients slowly. Do not spill anything. Mix it really well with the help of a whisk so that there are no lumps inside the batter. ये इतना अच्छे से होना चाहिए कि इसके अंदर कोई भी मैदा का दिखना नहीं चाहिए पार्टिकल. मैदा या शुगर सब बेकिंग सोडा बेकिंग पाउडर इसके अंदर मिक्स हो जाना चाहिए अच्छे से. Now you clean the entire whisk so that all the batter falls down into the bowl. And we do the cut and fold method. Cut, fold, cut, fold, cut and fold. We do this exactly 5 times. Exactly 5 times. Or you can even do the 8th method. This is the 8th method where you can mix all your ingredients really well and incorporate good air also. Here your batter has become really light and there's no egg into it. There's no egg, 0 egg. Now you see a nice mixture. So this is the batter for a vanilla sponge cake. If you want to make a vanilla sponge cake, a classic vanilla sponge cake, this is it. Now, if you want to make a chocolate sponge cake, which everybody loves, you remove 25 grams. You remove 25 grams of maida, refined flour, from the original amount that you've taken, 125 grams. So 125 minus 25 is 100 grams. You take 100 grams of refined flour and 25 grams of cocoa powder. You add cocoa powder to the batter and it makes a nice chocolate cake. Then you bake it into your oven. It comes out really nice. Okay, so now here I have a classic vanilla cake batter. Okay, this is how it looks. This is the consistency that you get of the batter when it's ready. Okay, now everybody wants to eat vanilla also, they want to eat chocolate also, right? Everybody wants to enjoy both together, right? So
Yes.
what we do is we take another bowl, okay, and we make this batter into 2 halves. Here I am pouring 2 halves, okay? It should be equal. So here I have the vanilla batter and here I have the chocolate batter, okay? Slightly less, so I'll add some more, okay? Now, into this bowl, I'm gonna add cocoa powder. And you mix it really well. This is how you mix it.
Yeah. And for the Coca-Cola you had said me, would it be Hershey's brand or it can be used as any brand?
So this is a local cocoa powder brand. Do not use the cocoa powder that you get from Cadbury, the hot chocolate or cocoa powder. Do not
Yeah,
use it. It's not good. It's the natural one. So if you want a nice dark chocolatey cake, use the local brand that you get in a baker's shop. If you know the shop Arif, they
yeah.
give you this. They give you small packets of cocoa powder. Use that because
Yeah.
that's more dense. It's more dark and it has a really rich feel to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mix this really well. This is how you get. This is how the batter is. How chocolatey does this?
You have become mute. You are mute. You have become mute.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. So by the time your batter is getting ready, you have to preheat your oven. Let me take it to the oven and show you how the oven is to be preheated. Okay. So here is my oven. This is an OTG oven. Okay. Here are the different temperatures that you have. This is the temperature. So you set your temperature to 160 degrees and you select it on the bake mode. And here you set the timer for 10 minutes so that your oven gets nicely preheated while you're baking, while you're making your batter. Okay, I hope that's clear. So here your chocolate batter is ready.
Yeah.
If you
Could
feel
I
it's too
preheat the oven before you start making the batter?
yes, you can do that also. Or meanwhile, when your batter is being made, you can do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here is your vanilla batter. Now, we all should call our moms or dad or your sister or brother and ask them to come and help you because you can't do it alone. Okay. Or if you are very smart, you can actually do it. Okay. So now this chocolate batter is thick. So thick things take time to flow down. Okay. Yes, the temperature is to be set at 160 degrees. 160 to 165 degrees is good enough for pre-baking, for preheating the oven. Once you start baking, you can switch it to 175. Okay. The longer you bake at a lower temperature, the more fluffier and the more soft your cake turns out to be. So always bake at a low temperature at 160 to 175 is recommended. and then you bake it for a longer time. Okay, so now that your this batter is thick, this will take a little longer time to flow down. Like see,
Yeah.
this takes time to flow down.
Yes.
Whereas vanilla flows down
Can
quickly.
we,
Sorry?
can I be able to, the temperature which you have just now said for the cake, can I
Correct.
be able to use for a cupcake also, or should I use a different
Then,
temperature?
yes, you can use the same temperature for cupcakes and muffins that you're baking.
Okay.
Absolutely the same temperature. 160 works very well for muffins. You can bake it for around 25 minutes. It's done. It's beautiful. It's nice and white, golden top.
Thank you.
Most welcome. So now we call our moms or our dads or our sisters or brother, whoever is at home to help you out. So I have my mom next to me. I'm going to call her. Come on. Come. Let's have the kids to make this cake. So say hi to my mom. Hi.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. So now what do you ask your mom or dad or sister or brother to do is to tilt the pan a little. Okay. This is how you tilt the pan. Okay. Like this. Then you ask them to hold it nice and sturdy so that they don't drop the tin and your batter goes to waste because you really worked hard into it. Okay. So you pour this on one side. Okay. I will show you how does it look after being poured on one side. Do not waste any batter. It's precious. Chocolate is precious, guys. Okay. So now this is how it looks. Okay. I'm going to show you. So this is how it looks when it's poured on one side. Okay. Now I'm going to pour the vanilla batter. Then you ask your mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever is with you to tilt the pan again. So the chocolate goes on their side and the empty one comes to your side.
Oh, means you're trying to divide the entire cake into halves.
Correct, correct. That is what a cake is. A dual half and half cake. So yum to eat. Okay. So this is how it goes in now. So the empty space, there is where you're putting vanilla. Okay. Now gradually you ask your mom, please make the pan a little straight, and then it's straight completely. Okay. Now this looks really beautiful. This looks amazing. I already want to, just go and bake it. Though my oven is not heated, I already want to go and bake it and eat it as soon as possible. Okay. This is how it looks. Let me show you. It looks amazing. Now I'll take a cloth, a kitchen cloth. I keep it on my table. Okay. I take the pan. I take the tin in which I have my cake batter ready. I put it on the kitchen cloth and tap it really well, around 3 to 5 times. Tap it really well so that all the air bubbles that are incorporated inside come up. All the air bubbles, they come up on the top, they settle. And once you see the air bubbles, take a toothpick and prick it down. Okay. I have some air bubbles. I've taken a toothpick and I'm pricking them down. Okay. See, I have some air bubbles on the top now. I'm taking a toothpick, I'm pricking them down, okay? So that once my cake is big, there are no holes, or maybe the cake doesn't come up here and there. So this is how beautiful the cake looks. There's chocolate on one side, there's vanilla on one side. Okay, it looks this amazing. Now I want my cake to look more beautiful and yummier. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decorate it. Okay, I'm gonna garnish it. So I have Mordia chocolate chips with me. You can take any chocolate chip brand that you have at home, or you can go and buy it from the store. Okay, I'm gonna take these chocolate chips. There's no limit. Okay, जितना चाहिए उतना लो, जितना चाहिए उतना डालो. अच्छे से भर के डालो so that you get nice chocolate chips in your mouth. Okay, take chocolate chips, put it
If I'm not
over.
wrong, you are going to divide the chocolate chips are going to go in vanilla section, and
Sorry.
the sprinklers are going to go in your chocolate section and chocolate chips are going to go in the vanilla section if I'm not wrong.
Correct, correct. Wait, I'll show you. See, there's chocolate chips. I love chocolate chips, okay, so I'm putting too many. And then I have some sprinklers. I have these sprinklers, these colorful ones. I have these black ones also. Okay, so I'm putting some of these. I'm putting some of these. See, how amazing does this look? How yummy does it look? Do you all want to dig into it and have it? Tap it down again. And let's go to the oven because I'm sure my oven is heated by now because my oven is powered. Okay, guys, come. Let's go to the oven.
Anusha, we have a
Yes,
question. We have a question from Gargi, who's asking
Yes.
whether we can use tutti frutti just like how you decorated the cake now. Is that an option?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, tutti frutti goes so well with vanilla. It goes really amazing.
Okay. And
Yes.
are there any
So
other
now let's
flavor
go to the oven.
combinations that we can try as well?
Sure. I'll just keep this into the oven and then we'll discuss about a few flavor combinations. Guys, do not rest your batter outside once it's made. Just keep it inside the oven as soon as it's done because you cannot rest it out for too long since all the air will just escape out. Just give me a moment. I'm just trying to get my the rack. So here I'm inserting a wire rack or wire mesh into my oven, my OTG, and I'm going to place my cake inside it very carefully, very carefully. Please wear gloves. I've been working with these things since long, so I do not need gloves, but please wear gloves. Now after you put your cake inside, you set your timer to 30 minutes initially. Okay, this is 30 minutes. You set your timer to 30 minutes initially, and then you let your cake bake. Now, after your cake is baked, after 30 minutes, okay, you take a skewer or you take a small toothpick, you insert it in the middle of the cake, okay, and you see if the toothpick is coming out clean like this. If there's nothing, then the cake is baked completely. Or if you see there's some batter inside it, or you see there's it's a little sticky, then it's not done. Okay, then you have to wait. You have to wait for your cake to get baked. You keep it for another 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, and you wait that the cake is being baked, and then you can remove it outside on the table with a tablecloth. You keep the tin over it and you allow it to rest for another half an hour. You can't just eat a hot cake. You cannot remove it from the tin hot. You have to allow it to come down to room temperature. You have to keep it outside and let it cool down completely. Okay? Now, asking about flavor combinations.
जी नहीं होगा मैडम
Is it doubt? Preeti Sinha, temperature
Madam.
baking at 160 degrees. Yes, you can keep it 160 or 175. It depends on the oven again. So my oven is very and it makes it very hot.
मैडम मुझे कुछ बताना है ओटीजी नहीं होगा तो कैसा बेक कर सकते हैं
आपके पास OTG भी नहीं, आपके पास oven भी
नहीं है
Okay, so you can take a cooker. Okay, कुकर लीजिए, कुकर के अंदर नीचे सॉल्ट डाल दीजिए, मोटा नमक जो होता है ना वो नीचे डाल दीजिए, उसके ऊपर ढक्कन लगा दीजिए आप. ओके, पूरा ढक्कन उसके ऊपर और उसका विसल निकाल दो कुकर का. विसल मत रखना. वो सीटी मत लगाना, ओके। फिर उसको ढक्कन लगा के उसको 15 से 20 मिनट फुल गर्म होने देना, ताकि वो नमक जो अंदर है वो पूरा गर्म हो जाए, अंदर से वैसे पूरा गर्म हो जाए। एट अ लो फ्लेम, मीडियम लो फ्लेम पे गर्म कीजिए, एंड देन यू अलाउ इट टू गेट हॉट, अंदर से पूरा अंदर से गर्म हो जाना चाहिए, ओके। देन नीचे आप एक वायर रैक रखिए या एक कटोरी रख के उसके ऊपर आप अपना टिन रखना, ग्लव्स पहन के कपड़े के साथ अंदर टिन डालना, बहुत गर्म होता है, बहुत गर्म। You take a wire rack, you keep your tin inside that, and then you put over the dhakkan again. You put the lid over the cooker again. Okay?
Okay.
This is just like, you know, how the oven preheats from inside, how hot it gets from inside, that is how hot it gets inside in the cooker also. It's very hot. Please be very careful when you're using a cooker to bake a cake. Very careful.
Slow flame पर रखना है. Slow flame पर रखना है.
एकदम low flame पे you have to bake it. This will generally take more than the time expected in the oven or in the OTG, but you have to be careful. You have to keep checking your cake. But आधे घंटे के पहले मत खोलना, नहीं तो फिर अगर वो बेक नहीं होगा तो आपका पूरा केक ऐसे नीचे पचक जाएगा और डिफ्लेट हो जाएगा. तो आधे घंटे के पहले अपना मत खोलना.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Anusha, we also have a couple of questions regarding vanilla essence. Is that something that you can add, or that you genuinely, I mean, you, this sort of on purpose is not added?
I genuinely don't recommend using vanilla essence in
Okay.
my cake. If it's a vanilla cake that's being made, if you have vanilla extract, that's the best. Vanilla extract is very expensive to use. Hence, home bakers like me don't prefer using it because it's very expensive. Okay. So I do use vanilla essence at times where it's required, when you're making something with egg. But me, as a patissier at home, as a chef, I do not use egg in any of my products. All my products are completely eggless. I believe in making only eggless cakes, only eggless. All my desserts are eggless. So I don't use vanilla essence. You go open my cupboard, you will never find a vanilla essence in it. Can you please tell me 2 grams equals in how many teaspoons? Ma'am, your question.
Yeah, just a second.
Can you please tell me 2 grams equals in how many teaspoons? It's the small half teaspoon that we use. 1 teaspoon is 4 grams, half teaspoon is 2 grams. How much of rock salt should be added in the cooker for preheating? Say about. Because see, I have never baked in a cooker, but I know how it's baked. So I have to let you know about that. How much approximately salt goes to it. But a good enough layer down below where you have a good nice layer where your cooker gets nicely heated up, I think that should be fine. Any other question? The recipe cards have been emailed.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah,
emailed.
that has already just to reiterate, when we send the Zoom link out to everyone the night before the class, before the workshop, we also send you a recipe card. So please check your email for those attachments, because ideally when this workshop is happening and the chef is showing you the ingredients, you should also have the recipe cards with you, which you can just see on your laptop or on your mobile screen, so that you are then able to refer to that, and you are also able to confirm with what the chef is doing. Okay, because we take a lot of effort at our end to make these recipe cards. So just please check your mails.
So this recipe that has been made today in today's class is a vanilla cake recipe. As I told you, you can make a chocolate cake also by eliminating 25 grams of maida from it and adding 25 grams of cocoa powder. It's the same process, completely the same process. Ma'am, I have a question saying, how can you escape Milkmaid? Milkmaid gives you the best texture in the cake, and you can also add the heat curd, but I generally don't recommend it. Because you know what, curd after a time it gets khatta, it gets sour. You do not put curd into your cakes. I don't recommend that.
Ma'am, one question, ma'am. If Milkmaid is not there, what can we do? Milkmaid is very necessary.
That is what I just said. Yes, Milkmaid is necessary in this recipe because the ghee wouldn't give you that proper texture, एंड ऑल्सो मैम दही रखने के बाद अगर आप
हम्म।
अपना केक बाहर रखोगे तो दही बाहर रखने से खट्टी हो जाती है। गर्मी का टाइम है, इंडिया है, गर्मी बहुत होती है, तो
ओके
खट्टी हो जाएगी, आपका केक खट्टा
ओके
हो जाएगा।
ठीक है, थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Okay, so
Also, I had a question about flavor pairing.
yeah, that's right.
Is it
About
okay?
different flavors, yeah.
Yeah. So I love coffee. So I like to pair my cake with coffee and vanilla because it's like
Okay.
milk and coffee, which was amazing. Then you can also pair red velvet with vanilla. You can pair chocolate with a fully loaded vanilla chocolate chip. So yeah, there are a number of options. You can take blueberry and chocolate also. You can take lemon curd and chocolate also. So there are different recipes for that. And
Okay.
I'll probably send a few recipes to ma'am and then she can forward it to you.
Sounds great. That's very kind of you, Anusha. Thank you. So do we have any more questions for Anusha?
Oh, I would love to show you the cake after it's baked. Okay, so I've already prepared the cake last night that I can show it to you all because I know how exciting it is to see this double flavored cake. So this is the way the cake looks. This is how it looks.
Madam, please repeat for heat. Also for cooker heat.
This is made in the oven. This is not made in the cooker. It's made in the oven. Okay, I'll cut the cake and show you all the texture of the cake, how it looks inside. Just give me a moment. Okay, so taking all safety precautions while using the knife. Please clean your knife nicely. Hold it very well. Okay. I'm cutting the cake so that you have the vanilla and chocolate again. It's really yummy. Here, guys, this is the vanilla. This is the chocolate. I already want to eat it. Do you all want to eat? Please go and make it. I would love to see everyone make this. Please send me pictures once you make. See how spongy it is. Is it like the egg cake that you make in your institute? Is it somewhat like that?
Yeah.
How amazing it is, right? I would love to see you all make this cake and taste it and tell me how does it taste. Because it's completely eggless. And सब लोग घर पे अंडा नहीं खाते हैं ना. सब लोग के घर पे कभी-कभी restrictions होती है कि अंडा नहीं खाना. So go home, make this cake
My
and give
house,
it.
especially in my house, I can't make eggless things in the house.
Ayush, I would love to see you make this cake. I would love to see you make this cake. Please do send me your pictures. I would love to see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question from
Yes, ma'am.
Jennifer and Rohan. What brand
Yeah.
of blueberries would you recommend?
Blueberries are actually kind of fresh from the supplier. And,
Okay.
I'll have to ask him and I'll let you know. So I'll let you know about the brand name.
Right. Okay. And Archana has a question where I think you mentioned to take 25 grams of maida and add it to 25 grams of chocolate. So then how do you mix it?
No, sorry, you got me wrong over there. So the recipe calls for 125 grams of maida, refined flour. Okay. So for making a chocolate cake, from 125 grams of maida, you eliminate 25 grams of maida. So that leaves you to the maida while making the batter.
Sorry, Anusha, could you repeat that? We had some disturbance and I think we didn't hear you.
Okay, so
You were saying that
the
you had
recipe
125 grams of maida. Yeah.
correct. The recipe calls for 125 grams of maida. Okay,
Yeah.
you remove 25 grams from the 125 grams of maida. Correct. And then to that you add 25 grams of cocoa powder.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mix it with the batter and it's into a chocolate cake. It's the same recipe. Everything is just the same. You only change the amount of maida and you add cocoa powder to it.
Okay. Thank you.
And we have a question from Anita and Diptanshu. Can the two mixtures make a marble cake? And if yes, then how?
Yes, amazing. It can make a nice marble cake. You can take vanilla batter on a piping bag. You can take chocolate batter on a piping bag, and you can make a nice loaf marble cake. So you take, or there are various ways of making a marble cake. You pour vanilla, then you pour chocolate. You pour vanilla, you pour chocolate. So you get these nice layers inside. I'll probably send a video link where everybody can see it's my video itself. I can send a link where everybody can check.
That sounds great.
Great.
Thank you very much, Anusha. Any more questions? Okay, so from 125 grams of maida, what is the weight of the baked cake?
Okay, I'll just show it to you. It gives me 438 grams.
Okay, so that's 438 grams.
Yes.
Madam, what about chocolate powder measurement? And 2 gram and 4 gram, how to with small tablespoon or teaspoon?
You can use small teaspoons, ma'am. You can use half a teaspoon for baking soda and 1 teaspoon for baking powder.
Is the entire 1 tablespoon जाएगा cocoa powder का, this baking soda का.
छोटा वाला, छोटा चीनी घोलने वाला चम्मच, teaspoon छोटा वाला.
Okay.
Yes. Any
So
other
it's
doubt?
basically 100 grams of maida and 25 grams of cocoa powder.
Correct. Ma'am, I've sent the recipe for chocolate classic sponge cake. You can refer to that recipe. It's exactly the same. I was just
Okay,
trying to
great.
show you all variation.
Right, okay. And we have a question from Preeti is in ml, it's 5 ml and 2.5 ml.
For the baking powder, baking soda?
This refers to the...
Yes, yes. It's for baking powder and baking soda.
Ma'am, usually dry ingredients are measured in grams.
Do it in
So
grams.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if there are no more questions for Anusha, we are going to thank her very, very much for a lovely demonstration of a very yummy, cake, which just looks perfect for tea time. Thank you very, very much, Anusha. That was
thank you so much.
wonderful
It's
to
been a
have you.
pleasure teaching all these lovely kids today.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so before we move on to Mandar, we would like to announce something really exciting. So we've been in talks with Sheila Raheja, Institute of Hotel Management, and we would like to announce that basically for all of you attending these workshops, from this workshop onwards, we will be providing you with a certificate, okay, which will be sent to you again by email. So I reiterate, please check your emails as you'll really sort of help us out by filling in the registration form. We then send you an email with the reference cards as well as with the Zoom link.
Hello.
So please do check
Raheja
your
Hotels.
emails. We will
They
be
will give
sending
us
you
the
an
certificate.
e-certificate. Okay,
Great.
so what I would request all of you all to do right now is, like I said, before we move on to Mandar, please type your name, okay, because we are going to record. Many people actually sign, sort of they join the class, then they leave the class, then they join again. So we need to find a way of how to issue these, how to basically send these to you. So we would like the names of everyone who is attending at the moment. So if you could type your name in the chat box, we are taking down your names. Okay, your full name, your name and the surname, and that is obviously for the adult. Not the name of the parent, but the name of the adult.
Ma'am,
if y'all could also do, to those who are still filling it up, if you mention the name and mention the email ID below your name, that will also actually help us. Because many a times what happens is when y'all are inputting the email on the registration form, sometimes there are errors and then we have to check that and resend the email. So just type in your email again, write the name and the email again. Okay, so every class, every workshop, basically from now on, we will be asking you to fill in your name and the email at this point, just sort of, you know, like an intermission in the class.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I think there are some doubts because two people have raised their hands.
Mrs. Mehta, do you have a doubt? Hello? Mrs. Mehta? Okay, the next one is Gargi. Gargi, do you have a doubt?
नाही नाही मोबाईलवर कसं कसा टाईप करू शकतो शंकर देशपांडे
Okay, so if everyone has, we are going to let you continue putting in your names and the email addresses. We are now going to move on to Mandar, who is going to show us how to make eggless cookies. So over to you, Mandar.
Hello, everybody. Almost good evening. So I'm going to say good evening to everybody. It is so good today to see every one of you. I was swiping my screen to see each and every participant who's there on the screen because it's good to see all of these amazing souls. So today we're going to do an amazing cookie, okay? I love cookies so much. इतना ज़्यादा cookie अच्छा लगता है कि हम cookie batter, we make the cookie batter और freeze करके रख देते हैं so that कभी भी cookie खाने का मन करे, if we crave a cookie, I just take it out of the bag from the freezer and put it in the oven. Okay, so you have an idea about cookie, and we have everything. We have famous cookies also. So, can anybody tell me out like what are the famous cookies or biscuits? If you know, I'd love to hear from you all. Any biscuit which is your favorite, or you know any favorite any famous biscuit? I would like to hear. Yup, chocolate chip cookies, Danish cookies.
Oreo.
Yes, Oreo. Oreo is my favorite too. Who said that? Clap to those. Clap. Applaud to those. I love Oreo a lot. Okay. So today we're not gonna do the commercialized cookie, but I'm gonna teach you something which is very good, which is home, which has a lot of warmth because it's made at home without preservatives. So it's good for your body too, and you know what is going inside. इसके अंदर जो जा रहा है वो आपको पता है कि क्या क्या जा रहा है. बाहर के कुकीज हम लोग लेते हैं पर उसमें preservatives रहता है, which sometimes are not good for our body. But these cookies are amazing. On that, they are eggless. I myself am a vegetarian person. मैं खुद vegetarian हूँ, and on that I run a vegan and a vegetarian patisserie in Bombay. वो उसका नाम है Delicioso Pastel. Yes, ginger cookies and chocolate chip cookies. So today we're gonna do a basic cookie batter, which is plain, and we are gonna divide that cookie batter into 2 equal portions, and we're gonna flavor those separately. And apart from that, we're gonna talk about 2 more flavors, okay? So my cookies I have baked for you all, so you all can see and do not get bored when it's baking. So I have my cookies ready. I will show you all how the cookies look like. First of all, whenever you're baking anything, whatever you have on your hands, your jewelry, or if you have makeup on your face, just remove that, okay? If you have a watch, remove it, keep it aside. Your hands have to be clean, has to be clean, sanitized. There has to be nothing, just stop touching your nose or anything. This is a very simple recipe. It just takes 2 minutes, okay? we today at Delhi, I today have used measuring cups because I feel measuring cups से बहुत easy work हो जाता है वो weighing scale लेने का और उससे weigh करके you have to come to exact grams कभी थोड़ा सा trouble हो जाता है measuring cup में you take flour उसको भरो dump करो तो I'm sure you all must have the recipe card with you.
Yeah, for the measuring cups because you have given the measures on this cups itself, written on the cups like half kg, half gram hai, 1.5
Yes.
hai.
So today we are gonna talk. Hi Ayush. So today हम लोग सिर्फ cups में बात करने वाले हैं. Nothing over here is gonna be in grams.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's very easy for every one of us to do it in cups. If I tell you 1 tablespoon, you can just add 1 tablespoon. So ये जो cups होते हैं, okay, these are the cups which you get at Arif or any store like D-Mart, Reliance Mart, किधर भी मिल जाता है, जिधर सब कुछ मिल जाता है. So these are the ones I am using today.
Yeah.
And if you do not have the recipe card, that's all right. I have mentioned down the ingredients. So now the first thing we're gonna talk about is the butter. Okay. Now we require half a cup of butter. The butter comes from the same set of cups. Okay, over here. इधर जो है, okay, इथे जे cups आहेत आपल्याकडे 1 cup, half cup, 1/4 cup. त्याच्या मधूनच we will have to take that. The second thing I'm going to talk about is sugar. We have 3/4 cup of white caster sugar. We use caster sugar so that the cookies are very light and they have a little bit of aeration. Okay, aeration होने की वजह से जैसे केक फूलता है वैसे cookies भी अच्छा light और soft बनता है. उसके बाद हमारे पास है 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar gives your cookies a very good softness. पर अगर ज्यादा भी डाला तो कुकीज बहुत सॉफ्ट हो जाता है. सो हमने क्या किया इधर 3/4 कप व्हाइट शुगर लिया है और जस्ट 2 टेबलस्पून हमने सॉरी
प्लीज ब्राउन शुगर बताओगे मुझे.
ओके
मला ब्राउन शुगर दाखवता का.
हा हे बघा ही अशी ब्राउन शुगर असते ही ब्लूबर्ड ब्रँडची पण मिळते. यू गेट ब्राउन शुगर ऑफ ब्लूबर्ड ब्रँड और एनी स्टोर्स. ओके हमारे गली में जो नीचे कन्वीनियंस स्टोर्स होते हैं उनके पास भी मिल जाता है. सो ये सब जो चीजें लगते हैं हमको जैसे कि व्हाइट कैस्टर शुगर, ब्राउन शुगर, ये ब्लूबर्ड ब्रांड्स के मिल जाते हैं बहुत इजीली. देन ब्लूबर्ड BLU. Can we use white sugar? You could use white sugar which is powdered मिक्सर से निकालते हुए. पर अगर ये आप शुगर देखोगे तो ये ग्रेन शुगर नहीं है. ग्रेन शुगर बड़ा रहता है. ये बड़ा छोटा शुगर है और बड़ा फाइन है जैसे टेबल शुगर पे रहता है. जैसे हम लोग बाहर जाके शुगर रहता है वैसा. Then we have 1.5 cups of flour. Okay, this is all-purpose flour, which is also called as maida. This is what you have at home. So the things what we have over here are basically what we usually have at home. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to talk about is corn flour. Okay, we need 1 tablespoon from the cup set. Okay, from the cup set, we need 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Then we require milk. Now I cannot tilt the glass because the milk will fall. Okay, so I have taken a good amount of milk over here. I am when we make cookies, जब हम लोग cookies बनाएंगे उसमें 2 tablespoon डालेंगे हम लोग. अगर ज्यादा लगा तो हम लोग ज्यादा डाल सकते हैं. बट जब भी कुकीज हम लोग बनाएंगे तभी we will start by using only 1 tablespoon because you can always add but you cannot subtract. Then I have half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of baking soda. They look the same but they're different. Okay, both of them have different properties. This is your basic cookie dough ka requirements. Then I have vanilla extract over here. This is of Sprig brand. This is pure vanilla extract. This is completely optional. If you want to skip, you can because ये है एक vegetarian cookie. This does not have an egg. So इसमें आप डाल भी सकते हो या नहीं भी डाल सकते हो. उसके बाद में हम ये basic cookie dough बनने के बाद हम ये cookie dough को 2 parts में divide करने वाले. We are going to divide this cookie dough into 2 parts. One, we're gonna do a chocolate chip cookie, okay, chocolate chip or chocolate chunk, And the second one, we're going to do an oats and sesame cookie. Now, this oats and sesame cookie will not sound good to all those young kids over there because, to be honest, even I love chocolate chip cookies. But when I made this oat and sesame cookie, I'll tell you, it's mind-blowing. You will love it. It's guilt-free and it's very tasty. You would not feel like you are eating something healthy. So for chocolate chip cookies, we are going to require chocolate chips or chocolate chunks. मेरे पास एक अमूल chocolate का बार था, उसको मैंने chop करके ऐसे छोटे-छोटे रखा है. If you require any help, any supervision, please do have a supervision besides you. While chopping chocolate, always lay down a kitchen towel below your wooden chopping board or any chopping board. Hold the knife steady and then chop the chocolate. But always do it under supervision. That's what I recommend.
Yeah, and
then yes,
use the buttons जो कैलेट्स आते हैं pure chocolate.
हाँ, right, sounds good. आप कैलेट्स भी यूज कर सकते हो. एक मिनट मैं आपको ये भी दिखा देता हूँ कि ओके ये ऐसे चॉकलेट चिप्स भी आती है. ये चॉकलेट चिप्स भी आते हैं जैसे अनुषा ने अब भी दिखाया था कि यू गेट मॉर्डे का चॉकलेट चिप्स. तो ये ऐसे चॉकलेट चिप्स भी आते हैं. Yeah, so you can use this also. Completely fine. You know, you can use whatever you have on hand. It should be easy. It should be very easy for you to make. Not a lot of resources you need to gather. Okay. Yeah. So we talked about oats. Okay, for oats and sesame cookie, we have oats over here, and then we have white sesame and a touch of black sesame. You know, तो उससे थोड़ा अच्छा कलर आ जाता है और विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए भी बहुत अच्छा दिखता है. You know, if you see something which is very plain, you won't like it. But if I add some jazz to it, okay, and if I add something different to it, your first thingy is to look to that thing which has a little bit of jazz, because because that is the thing which is attracting you, okay, that plays with your mind. Then we have a baking sheet over here with a paper, okay, the parchment paper. Now, as you can see, there are prints over here because I am reusing the paper again. I do not believe in using a lot of resources. This paper still looks really good. It's not bad at all. If you're doing the same, if you're making a big batch of cookies, and if you have to bake like 9 cookies at a time, and if you have around 25 cookies. Hello.
मला प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे, हा बटर पेपर आहे का?
हा बटर पेपर आहे. हा बटर पेपर आहे. हा आपल्या रेग्युलर आपल्या स्टेशनरी मध्ये पण मिळतो. हा बटर पेपर आहे. And what I say is, if your paper is not bad, please reuse it because we create a lot of waste, and I am against creating a lot of waste. The more you can, maximum times you can use it, please use it. Avoid using any plastic. It's not good for our environment. So as you can see, there's no plastic over here. Then the basic requirements is just the spatula, okay? The very first thing I'm gonna do, okay? I will just move on the ingredients over here, so you have a better view of what I am doing right now. And I have
1.5.
And I have an empty bowl over here, just because if my spatula has some batter, I will just keep it in the bowl, so your kitchen surface doesn't go bad. Okay?
Dirty.
Yeah, it doesn't go dirty. So it's always clean. Hold on. Now, 1 second. I'm just gonna tilt my camera. And we are gonna go close to this. We have it over here. And yeah.
I can.
So now,
now
you can see my bowl right here. The first thing I'm gonna do is add the butter. The butter is at room temperature, so just add it inside. You know, I would prefer if you have everything at room temperature, so your oven doesn't have to do the work. If you do the work beforehand, that is amazing. When you put cold things into your oven, the temperature drops down, okay? Which is not good for your oven because you are already preheating your oven. Okay, sounds perfect. I'm just gonna move it over here so you can see. Looks better now. Now a better view for everybody. So इसमें गया है अपना हमारा butter in the same bowl. Okay, I'm gonna add sugar 1 and sugar 2. Now I'll tell you a good thing about this cookie dough is just that you have to add all the ingredients at one single go. Okay, you don't have to wait to like cream it together, and then you don't have to cream it and then add one thing at a time. This, I told you, as it is like gonna take 2 minutes, it's just gonna take 2 minutes, add all the ingredients. Now I've added all-purpose flour, which is your maida. I'm gonna add baking soda. I am gonna... हो बरोबर, सगळे एकाच वेळी एका ह्याच्यात टाकायचं, कारण का ही फारच सिंपल रेसिपी आहे, ज्या करून तुम्हाला जास्त प्रोसेस साठी थांबावी नाही लागत. तर ही तुम्हाला असं वाटलं की एका पॉइंटला की यू वॉन्ट टू मेक कुकीज ॲट लास्ट मिनिट, तुम्ही हे त्याच्याबरोबर आरामात करू शकता.
हॅलो,
येस,
बटरचं मेजरमेंट कसं घ्यायचं?
बटरचं मेजरमेंट मी तुम्हाला दिलंय.
वितळून घ्यायचं का?
वितळून घ्यायचं का?
मेल्ट करून घ्यायचं का?
नाही, सॉफ्ट करून रूम टेम्परेचर वरती जे बटर असतं राईट, ते हाफ कप मध्ये घालायचं.
ओके,
हा माझा हाफ कप, ह्याच्यामध्ये मी मऊ झालेलं बटर आतमध्ये घालणार आणि त्याला मी वरतून लेवल करणार आणि मी ते वापरणार. ओके, आता मी ह्याच्यामध्ये टाकणार आहे. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Okay.
Yeah.
That is done. So now all of my basic things. Yes, Ayush?
Suppose my butter is in the fridge.
Okay. If your butter is in the fridge, I have a good hack for you. Weigh out your butter, which is half a cup. Okay. And take a grater. Have a supervision besides you.
Okay.
Take a cheese grater और उससे butter grate करो bowl में and leave it for next 2 minutes. After you do that, your butter is soft at room temperature. That's the hack you can use. Or the other hack is take your half a cup of butter measured, cut it into small cubes and put it in your microwave for 10 seconds. So it doesn't become a liquid, but वो soft हो जाता है just the way it was in this bowl. These are the 2 hacks which you can use आराम से to go around with your butter. But I would prefer that you, while doing baking, you just have a little bit of attention and get the things out beforehand. So abhi ye andar gaya hai. Now I'm just gonna mix it. Okay, just gonna mix it randomly. What we want is the flour to coat the butter. Okay, we don't want ye ki creaming karne ka isko. Ye dekho, I am trying to push it down against the butter so that the flour coats the butter. And by the end, when you do this, it will look like breadcrumb consistency.
Mandar, while you are doing that, can we ask you a few questions?
Right. You can.
Okay. So firstly, can we use cocoa powder instead of the cocoa chips?
I am going to come to that. That is going to be a double chocolate chip cookie. The variation I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
So that will have cocoa powder in it. So when we're discussing while I'm rolling these into the cookies, okay, that time we will talk about the variations.
Okay, that's great. And now in place of the maida, is it possible for us to use rava? This is a question from Julian and his mom.
Okay, so rava ka cookies will become heavy, but I have an alternative for you. Instead of using maida, what you can do is you can take oats. You can weigh the same amount of oats and you can get it from the mixer and make oat flour. Okay, uska oat ka powder banao. Okay, and just jitna wo quantity hota hai, jaise hamara मैदे का quantity था 1.5 cup. Okay, तो 1.5 cup में से half cup निकाल के just make 1 cup of oat flour and add half a cup of maida, or just add half a cup of maida, because maida gives structure to your cookies. Otherwise क्या होता है, cookies का क्रम बन जाता है if you do not add maida. Okay, right. You can also use ragi powder at the same place. So again, हमारा 1.5 cup था flour, so you can do 1 cup of ragi flour or 1 cup of oat flour, and the rest half a cup you will have to go for maida. So this becomes on a healthier side also for you.
Right. Okay, because that was one of the questions, was whether we can use ragi.
Right. Now, if you can see, this has almost come to breadcrumb consistency. ये देखो. See, it has come to a breadcrumb consistency. Now it doesn't have any moisture in it for me to form cookie dough. So now if I just do this, it's gonna fall apart. You see that? It's falling apart. What I'm gonna do is, okay, what I'm gonna do is take my tablespoon measurement and add a tablespoon of milk. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons at the moment because I tried and tested this recipe in the morning. When you are doing it, I would recommend start from 1 tablespoon of it, okay? And just go around with it. Once you go around, you can see it's getting a bit of moisture and the breadcrumbs are gone, and now it has become a big kind of a blob. There are some big blobs, there are some small blobs, which looks perfectly fine. Okay, now I will take the batter, okay, and I'll just mix it by hands just for a second. Make sure before you put your hands inside that your hands are clean and sanitized, which I did right before starting the session with you all. Okay, now if I mix it properly, okay, you see it has formed like a broken dough. It's not a perfect round dough, okay? That's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of pressure and I'm just forming it. But if I'm gonna form a cookie out of it, it's not gonna form because it's a little dry. What I'm gonna do is add a tablespoon of milk into it, okay? So now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of milk into it. You will start off by 1 tablespoon at a time, go around, mix it, and then add another tablespoon if required, and then add another tablespoon if required. This recipe would not
question over here.
For more than 3 tablespoons of milk.
Hello.
Right. Let me know your question. Now, whatever this dough is, this has come together. Sorry, you all could not see. This has come together, okay? We do not want to work it a lot. Otherwise, it's going to be a little sticky, okay? Now, you can see this has become a proper gola ban gaya hai iska. It has become a proper round. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to scrape my hands, okay? And I'm going to divide this dough into 2 equal parts. Come back to that. Also, while dividing the dough into 2 equal parts, use the bowls which you were using prior to what you measured out into. Okay, abhi isme sugar tha, isme flour tha. So I'm using the same bowls. Don't increase the number of bowls because it's gonna be a lot for you to wash. Okay. I just washed my hands clean. Okay, my hands are super clean right now. What I'm gonna do is, I am gonna take the dough together and I measure it and divide it into two equal portions. This what we see here is your basic cookie dough. ये हमारा basic cookie dough है. Now इसमें आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हो. आप choco chips डाल सकते हो, आप oats डाल सकते हो, आप sprinkles डाल सकते हो, आप tutti frutti डाल सकते हो, आप dry nuts डाल सकते हो, आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हो. So what I'm gonna do is take this dough in my hand. Okay.
Dry fruits. Hello.
Okay.
हॅलो
Yes.
सुका मला आपण टाकू शकतो का त्याच्यात
काय
ड्रायफ्रुट्स टाकू शकतो
हो ड्रायफ्रुट्स पण तुम्ही टाकू शकता त्याच्यामध्ये. चॉप करून टाकलेले ड्रायफ्रुट्स छान लागतात. मोठे ड्रायफ्रुट्स एकदम माउथ फील ला छान नाही येत, पण आपण थोडेसे चॉप करून टाकले ना सुपरविजनच्या अंडर तर ते एकदम छान लागतात आणि ते सगळीकडे स्प्रेड होतात. सो नाव आय हॅव दिस डो. ओके, आय होप मी तुमचं क्वेश्चन आन्सर केलंय.
I have a question with you.
Yeah. Let me know.
Mandar, instead of using milk, can we use an alternative milk like coconut or almond milk?
Sounds perfect. If you want to use coconut or almond milk instead of regular milk, sounds perfect.
Okay. And you mentioned the oat flour. We have a question from Gandhali and her mom Sneha. What is it
Yes.
that you can add besides the oat flour? Any other flours besides ragi, besides oats, anything else
Okay.
that can be used?
To be honest, I've worked with millet flour and oat flour
Okay.
for cookies which
Okay.
come out perfect and amazing, tried and tested recipes. The other flours I have
Okay.
not worked as of yet. So I would not recommend right now to use anything. But if you want to make a small batch, this is a really big batch which makes about 15 to 17 cookies. Maybe if you cut down the recipe into half, and if you want to try and test it out with some other recipes, you can. I mean, like the other flours. But always make sure you add a little amount of maida. So as I said, 1 cup of you take 1 cup of oat flour or millet flour and add half a cup of maida. The same way you can add 1 cup of wheat flour and half a cup of maida. So the maida gives you your cookies a structure. Okay.
And what is the brand of utensils that you're using, Mandar? Because it looks quite impressive.
Okay, so this is from Bellaria. Okay, there's a store in Chinchpokli which caters to the restaurants and the institutes. Okay, so it's called as STEC, STEC. I will share the contact and the card of theirs with you. They provide everything this is at a very reasonable price than what you would buy of glass or of plastic. We do not recommend using plastic at Delicioso Pastel or anywhere because it's not good for your body. And the plastic bowls are not really good. What you can do is absolutely use this. This is really good. We also believe in using cast iron palettes or just cast iron pans or normal pans instead of non-stick. Again, non-stick is not good for your body. Because of the same reason, we are doing it. Yes. Bellaria in Chinchpokli, Este.
Okay.
I will give you the same of the contact of the same. Okay?
Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
That's great. Thank you very much. And
Welcome.
also, Mandar, one of the questions that's also where everyone's, it's on many people's minds because diabetes is a concern for a lot of families.
Right.
Can we make these cookies sugar-free, and how do we do that?
Okay, so you have, absolutely you cannot cut down the sugar because this is a refined sugar. But what you can do is you can go to an alternative of sugar which is healthier for you, such as coconut palm sugar, or you can make it with jaggery powder also. It comes out amazing. Jaggery powder and millet flour comes out amazing. So you cannot
coconut sugar and coconut palm sugar, right?
Yeah, coconut sugar, coconut palm sugar, jaggery powder, you can put it. You cannot cut down the sugar completely because again, it has a purpose of to give cookies a good color, a good structure. But what you can do is you can substitute them with an alternative which is also healthier for you.
Right. Okay.
What I'm going to do is now, finally, divide the dough into 2 equal parts. Okay, I'm forming like
Can we use stevia?
Stevia you can use, but it's very expensive for this much quantity. And we generally do not use stevia in the cookies because it makes out the cookies a little drier and the expense of making that cookies goes a little higher. So what you can do is you can, instead of stevia, you can use jaggery powder. Jaggery powder ghar ka good hota hai. The black, the darker one, not the yellow one. The yellow one has a lot of chemicals, but the darker one is good for you. What I'm going to do is, in one, I am going to add oats and my measured out sesame, okay? And in the other one, my chocolate chip going now. I forgot my chocolate chips. Oh yeah, right here besides me.
And any particular brand, Mandar, of jaggery powder that you would recommend?
I would recommend using ghar ka jaggery. Just grate it with your grater and just add it. You would also get jaggery powder at any convenience store जो घर के नीचे होता है जिधर से हम लोग मैदा और सब डाल लाते हैं उधर भी मिल जाते हैं उनके पास jaggery powder easily.
Okay,
Now-
so no particular brand as such.
No particular brand as such, but
Ma'am, there's a brand called Jeevan. You can use that because I'm using that. It's really nice.
sounds
Sorry, what is
perfect.
that, Anusha?
Jeevan, Jeevan.
Jeevan. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I have my pre-measured chocolate chunks. You can use chocolate chunks, you can use chocolate chips. What I'm gonna do is add 3/4 of those. I'm just gonna save a little bit for myself, you know, because there's an element of surprise which comes on the top when we put chocolate chips after the cookies are baked on the top. So you see chocolate chips on the top, there are chocolate chips inside. Amazing when you dunk it in the milk. What I'm gonna do is just give it a good mix, okay? Okay, look at the amount of chocolate chunks that are going inside. Just look at that. I'm sure you're gonna love it because I do. I eat 5 of these cookies at one go without even feeling guilty about it. Your cookie dough number 1 is ready. Now we're gonna move on to cookie number 2. The same thing, you just got to mix the stuff, okay?
Yeah, if suppose you're making this cookies in a bigger batch.
Yeah.
So as you were doing on your hands, after you're making the dough.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, if you are making a batch, बड़ा से बड़ा batch बना रहे हैं.
Right.
So और जो machine आता है,
Right.
So while attaching the attachment and can
Yeah.
do.
So today for making the cookie batter, okay, I use my machine ka bowl only. It's called as KitchenAid.
Yeah,
But just to make it easily accessible for everyone, so that everyone can enjoy making the process of cookies, I showed you by making it by a very simpler version, like using spatulas. Not everyone has an access to KitchenAid, okay? But they do really have an access to their own hands and really easily available spoons inside their kitchens, okay? So that they don't feel bad about not making cookies just because you do not have KitchenAid, right?
Yeah.
This is a process that you do with your friends and families sometimes to just enjoy and spend time with them.
Yeah.
Both of my cookie doughs are ready over here, okay? What I'm gonna do is take a chammach, bada chammach jo ghar mein hota hai, I will take a spoonful of dough like this, okay? And I will form a round. Okay, I will form a round out of it. A gola, okay? Well, what I will do that the gola should not be chapta like this. The gola should be heighted, just like an egg. So what I'm gonna do is first go like this, and then I will cover it with all of my fingers and do it like this. So what happens is, ये थोड़ा heighted बन जाता है. You see it? ये थोड़ा heighted बन गया. ऐसे with the help of your chammach, you can form this. That is how you form your cookie dough balls. Now, there is a sad news for all of you कि ये cookie dough आपको 1 घंटे के लिए फ्रिज में रखना पड़ता है because it is very soft. When you keep it in the fridge or the freezer for one hour or maximum of 24 hours, ये ऐसे गोला कड़क बन जाता है. So when you put it in the hot oven, वो thin cookie नहीं बन जाता है, एक अच्छा cookie form होता है. So I have already formed my cookie dough and kept it in the fridge for y'all. So it becomes easier for y'all to see how it is, okay? So I will show you a difference between the thicker cookie and the thinner cookie. But right before that, I'm just gonna clean my surface a little bit because cleaning as you go is easier than cleaning at the end of your session. Okay? I'll be back. So now, again, I'm back. These are my pre-formed cookie balls, and that is my cookie dough made right now. Okay, this is right out of the fridge. It was there in the fridge for 4 hours. So now you see, I can really not punch it with a lot of, you see, This is my hand, and this is a lot of pressure I'm putting it. You can't. But this is really soft. Even if I do this much, it pichak jata hai. So this is really important for you to freeze it or in the freezer for an hour. Okay. So till the time you can do the rest of the stuff, some cleaning, helping your parents, helping your mom, whoever is there with you to clean. Right now, I am recycling the paper. Recycling is good for you. Okay. I'm just gonna place my cookie dough balls far from each other. Okay. इसमें around 3 fingers का gap है. Why? Because the cookie will come till here and you will still have 1.5 fingers ka distance between 2 cookies. The cookie should not touch because it's not a cookie pizza. It's a cookie which you want to have. And just like that. Now,
अगर ये एकदम नजदीक रखेंगे तो दो कुकी एक साथ चिपक जाएगा.
बराबर. इसके लिए मैंने क्या किया है, इसमें 3 fingers का.
Your video is off. Hello.
We're just trying to reconnect with the chef. Just a second.
That happened by mistake. The thingy. Okay. So what I'm doing is, I'm extremely sorry about it. There was a phone call by mistake. Okay. So yeah. So you have to have 3 fingers ka distance. Okay. Idhar ho jata hai, so that it comes out perfect. Now these are ready. My oven's preheating at 180 degrees Celsius for around 5 to 7 minutes, and it's still on. Okay. So mera oven bhi chalu hai. I will take you to my oven right now. Just a second.
Hello. Your voice has been muted. You are muted.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay. So this is a built-in oven. Okay, right here. It is a bigger oven. We do have OTGs and the convection ovens at home. This is a bigger one because we use it for bigger quantities at our patisserie. I'm going to open it up. Okay. Make sure you have safety gloves around with you. Mine are right around here. What I'm going to do is take my tray and put it in the middle rack right here. Please make sure, even if it is kids, even if it is adults, if you're not sure about it, please have supervision with you. Supervision is always better than getting into the hazards, okay? And I would prefer you all to have supervision around you. Now that we are back, I am gonna put myself over here. So the cookies are baking, so I'm not gonna bug you up all for the next 15 minutes. These cookies have to be baked at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes for a medium good consistency. Not too soft, not too crisp, okay? If you want very soft cookies, you can bake it at 12 minutes. 12 minutes ko you can bake it to get softer cookies. And if you want crispy cookies, then 18 minutes. So soft cookies 12 minutes, medium baked cookies 15 minutes, and the harder cookies at 18 minutes. All right. So I am just going to clear my table.
मला एक प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे. हॅलो.
Right. Hello.
ओव्हन असेल तर कुकीज कशा बेक करू?
ओव्हन नसेल तर
हा.
ओके. द सेम अनुषाने जे सांगितलं तुम्हाला, जे कुकर मध्ये करायचं ते सेमच करायचं आपण कुकर मध्ये. जसं आपल्या हमारे कुकर में, मी हिंदी मध्ये सांगतो म्हणजे सगळ्यांना कळेल. ओके, जसं आपल्या कुकर मध्ये अशी भांडी असतात इन विच हमारे कुकर में ऐसे बर्तन रहते हैं जिसमें हम राइस बनाते हैं या दाल बनाते हैं. सो व्हाट यू डू, जैसे अनुषा ने प्रोसेस बताया था, उसमें नीचे सॉल्ट डालो, वो जाली डालो और उसके ऊपर क्या करो, ये ऐसा जो बर्तन होता है वो एम्प्टी स्टैक करो 2 टाइम्स. ओके, और उसके ऊपर थाली रखो और उसके ऊपर आप अपना कुकी डो रखो 3 to 5. अगर कुकर बड़ा है तो 5 रखो, अगर कुकर छोटा है तो 3 रखो, और वो अराउंड 20 मिनट्स अराउंड द सेम टाइम बिना विसिल के बंद करके हो जाता है. Okay.
Yeah, and I had a question based on your cookies.
Yes.
When you had kept your cookies in the oven,
Right.
that time they were round, in round shape. They were no flat.
Yeah, it was not flat. It was round. Perfect.
तो अभी सपोज ये निकालेंगे तब ये क्या हो, पतला हो जाएगा, मतलब it will become totally flat.
Right. So अगर हम लोग फ्लैट करते हैं कुकी डो को, तो वो कुकी एकदम फ्लैट हो जाता है. जैसे हमारा डोसा होता है, उत्तपम होता है, उतना फ्लैट होता है. पर अगर राउंड करते हैं तो वो राउंड कुकी का क्या होता है, वो थोड़ा थोड़ा मेल्ट होके बराबर कुकी शेप में आता है. पर अगर पहले से फ्लैट है तो वो फ्लैट हो जाता है. पर अगर राउंड है तो वो धीरे से ऐसे आएगा और वो बैठ जाएगा और उससे उसका कुकी का शेप फॉर्म हो जाता है. So that is why I recommend doing that.
Yeah.
Now,
I wanted to get in touch with you.
For sure. For sure. You can get in touch with me. You can
Let
contact.
Let please Chef Mandar finish with his demonstration,
Sure.
and then we can talk to him. Okay, please
Right.
mute yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Continue, Mandar.
I reserved, मैंने थोड़े से चॉकलेट चिप्स ना रिजर्व किए थे, क्योंकि जो हम लोग ने चॉकलेट चिप कुकीज रखे हैं उधर, जब भी 15 मिनट में से 13 मिनट हो जाते हैं, लास्ट के 2 मिनट रहते हैं ना, तब तक योर कुकी इज फॉर्म परफेक्टली. सो व्हाट यू डू, ये जो चॉकलेट चिप्स या चॉकलेट चंक होते हैं ना, वो कुकी के ऊपर जाके थोड़े थोड़े रखने के 3-4 और वो ट्रे को फिर से अंदर डालने का, और डालने के बाद और 2 मिनट के लिए रखने का. सो क्या हो जाता है, वो चॉकलेट भी अच्छे से मेल्ट होके उसको चिपक जाता है. सो व्हेन यू ईट अ कुकी, देयर इज चॉकलेट ऑन द टॉप, देयर इज चॉकलेट इनसाइड. दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू to reserve some chocolate chunks outside. Now, I am going to show you how I made my cookies beforehand to show you all, because I was really excited. And while making those cookies, I ate around 6 cookies. Okay. So yeah, I am on cookie rush right now, but I will be back in a second. Now I want to give you a perfect realistic look on how the cookies would look like in a normal time, because yeah, I mean, I will create it like that. So here is how I keep my cookies. Okay, I will show you all. So over here, this is my coffee section. Okay, this is my coffee section. So over here I have a candle. Not necessary you have to make the same thing, but just that my coffee is here, my milk is here, my water is here. A bit of savory food जैसे चीज टॉस कुछ भी रहेगा जब भी कॉफी या चाय पीते हैं, एकदम टी टाइम का फील आने के लिए मैंने ये किया है. एंड हियर आर आवर कुकीज. आई टोल्ड यू टू प्लेस चॉकलेट चिप्स ऑन द टॉप. तो ये चॉकलेट चिप जब भी हम लोग प्लेस करते हैं तब ये ऐसे दिखता है ऊपर से, और अंदर भी चॉकलेट रहता है जैसे ये है. तो ये हो गया. तो आज हमने बनाई है ये चॉकलेट चंक कुकी, एंड वी मेड ओट्स एंड सेसमी कुकी. आई हैव 2 more cookies, okay, which is one is there on the plate and one is right here. Okay, this is also there. This is a double chocolate chip cookie. Okay, someone asked me about cocoa powder. अगर chocolate chunks नहीं use करने हैं तो cocoa powder कर सकते हैं क्या? So that is what I'm coming up to. और ये है oats and cranberry cookies. So this is how my cookie section looks like, so that if anyone comes up, they just feel like, okay, putting their hands inside and eating one cookie without feeling guilty about it, or without asking me if you can give me one cookie. Okay, so right now I have over here oats and sesame cookie, my chocolate chip cookie, which we covered. Coming to this cookie, which is oats and cranberry cookie. हम लोग ने जैसे oats and sesame cookie बनाया था, इसमें जो सेसमी जाता है वो निकाल के द सेम क्वांटिटी क्रैनबेरीज डाल के हम वो सॉफ्ट डो ऐसा फॉर्म करके उसके गोले बनाएंगे and that we will put inside the fridge. Okay, that's how you form oats and cranberry cookies. Now this may not look, yeah, now we've come near the light. Okay, now this is the heartthrob. Okay, isse I can't stay really far. Okay, what you do is, again ye plain dough jaisa hai. Okay, you follow the same process of making chocolate chip cookie. और ये जब भी आप हाफ करते हो तो इसमें 2 tablespoons of we talked about 2 tablespoons of कोको पाउडर डालने का और इसका गोला फॉर्म करने का. तो उसके क्या होता है, हम लोग को ये ब्राउन कलर का डो मिलता है और वो फिर से फ्रीजर में रख के वी विल बेक इट एंड लाइक द वे इसके ऊपर जैसे हम लोग ने चॉकलेट चंक्स डाले हैं इसके ऊपर भी हम लोग वैसे ही चॉकलेट चंक्स डाल के उसको ओवन में से निकाल के प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. नाउ मेरे प्लेट में जगह नहीं थी इसके लिए मैंने इधर ऐसे रखे हैं, पर दिस लुक्स परफेक्टली फाइन. सो आई होप यू ऑल लाइक द सेशन बिकॉज मुझे ये बनाने में बहुत मजा आ गया और आप सबसे बातें करने में भी बहुत मजा आ गया. आपको सेशन में कोई भी डिफिकल्टीज रहेगी और इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस और एनीथिंग यू कैन आस्क मी अबाउट इट. About the cookies, I am more than happy to cover your questions and any doubts if you have. And I hope you all like the presentation too.
So Mandar,
yes, ma'am.
Mandar, are you finished with your demonstration?
Right, I am finished with my demonstration because the cookies are right here and the cookies are pre-baked, like they are baking, so I don't want to take their time right now.
Awesome. So now if we have questions, you all can ask Chef, or you can type it in the chat box, whatever it is that you prefer doing. So we have a question from Gandhali and her mom.
Right.
Well, they wanted to know, KitchenAid as a brand has several different options.
Right.
Of items that you can buy from them. Is there any particular one that you would recommend, or
Okay.
is that it's good to use?
Okay, I will show you my stand mixer. It's a little heavy, okay, on the heavier side in the sense it has a lot of weight. So just give me a minute. I will show you how it looks like, okay? So this is the mixer bowl, okay? It's a 4.8 liter bowl for KitchenAid. It is not necessary that if you want to start baking, you need to have KitchenAid. Your hands are magical, okay? I started baking just with my hands. They are amazing. They are magical. I just bought KitchenAid so that I have a lot of production at our patisserie, and it's beyond my capacity to do it by hands. That's why I take help of the machine. But when you do it by your hand, you have a lot of efforts, okay? You have your own touch to it, and the cookies come out as amazing as they would at any dessert shop, at any patisserie. So yes, those who wanted to see, I will get the machine just in a minute. Hey, oh my God. Okay.
This is a good machine.
So this is a good machine, but it's again very heavy, okay? And if you are an amateur baker and if you want to do baking, I would not recommend you to buy this machine. Again, it's very expensive. And if you are really interested into baking, you will find your way by doing it with your hands, then going on to spatulas, then moving to the hand mixers. Yeah, when I believe that when you have all these experiences and when you build up, it feels much better than just starting off with the KitchenAid. So this is what my KitchenAid looks like. Okay, I will show you. I was planning to do the session in the KitchenAid, but it would have become, it would have been unfair for the people who would not have KitchenAid. Okay, and I want to make it as simpler, as good as it can be for everybody. So this is what my KitchenAid will look like. It has a wire which you attach, and this is my 4.8 liters bowl. This is a locking mechanism over here. Okay, this is the locking mechanism. So once you open that, then only it will open, and then you release that button. I will show you the attachment.
If I'm not wrong, it's a whisk attachment and a dough maker attachment and one more attachment. I don't know.
So this KitchenAid has 3 attachments: a paddle attachment, which we generally use for making our cookies. Then there is a whisk attachment, okay, right, like this, which I use for making creams, whipping cream. Amazing. In a minute, it just gets ready. And then I have dough hook attachment, which I use for my patisseries and boulangeries bread, because bread requires a little bit of elbow grease. So I prefer doing it by like that. And what you do is you just take the attachment. There's an attachment, there's a hook over here. You match that and twist it. Okay. Yeah. And now it's attached. Once it's attached, just check it once if it is moving or not. You don't want to have any mishaps or hazards. And then you plug in the plug later on. And after that's done, you have over here, you have the speeds. You always start from slower speed and then increase your speed one by one and not just move it ahead. It's not good for you also because everything will splash out, and it's not good for the machine also. Even at the same time, when you want to go back to normal, you will decrease the speed one at a time and not all at once. Okay, because at the end of the day, the machine is like your second hand, and you need to take care of it as you would take care of yourself.
That's great. Thank you very much, Mandar. That was very informative and very useful. And I like the fact that you mentioned that, obviously these appliances are great, but it's nice to do things by hand.
Yes.
We have a question, and this is the last one that we will take today, is whether you can make vegan cookies.
Right. We can make vegan cookies. For that, everything will stand the same, except for the fact that you will require vegan butter. I have vegan butter. I will show it to you where and how you can get it. So this is a vegan butter. This you get it on vegandukan.com. On Google, if you search vegan dukan, you get all the vegan products over there. The vegan butter and the normal butter, you just substitute the normal butter with the vegan butter, and your whole recipe is vegan. But yes, if you are required to use milk, like the way I use 3 tablespoons, then you will have to use soy milk or almond milk or coconut milk, and not a milk which is animal based, like your cow milk or buffalo milk. So you need to substitute just 2 things: vegan butter with the regular butter, and soy milk or oat milk, almond milk, rice milk, pistachio milk with the regular milk. That's it I would have to say about the vegan cookies.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Mandar. With that, we're going to thank you a lot for showing us how to make these delicious cookies, and I'm sure that most of our students and their families are going to try this at home. We are looking forward to our next class, where Mandar is again going to come and show us, along with another aspiring chef, how to cook vegan food. So for all those of you who are interested in trying vegan food, or whether you are vegan or you're trying to sort of adapt to a vegan lifestyle, that's something that we have for you all next week. Okay, so we look forward to seeing all of you same time on Wednesday at 4 p.m. And I'm sure all of you must be really busy getting ready for Diwali. But we hope to see you on Wednesday. And please do follow our pages on Facebook as well as on Instagram, where we have all the information regarding our activities, our initiatives, whatever we are up to besides all of the workshops that we are doing at the moment. And if you would like to watch this recording again, then it is obviously streamed live on Facebook. So you can catch us on there as well. And we also do post a link to YouTube. So if you don't have a Facebook account, then it is on YouTube as well. Okay, so whatever option is convenient for you, you can surely use that. I would just like to sort of clarify that the e-certificates will be given to those who have registered and who are attending this class on Zoom and not on Facebook. you will have to register yourself as well as attend on Zoom for us to be able to issue you with that certificate. Okay. So please do make sure that you do sort of sign up, and do let us know if you're having any technical glitches. We will definitely let you know from our end. Okay. So thank you once again to Anusha, and thank you once again to Mandar for their wonderful session today. We all had loads of fun, and like I said, I think all of us are going to try some of the yummy stuff that you showed us. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Okay. Have a nice evening, and bye everyone.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
So, Rita, सांगितलं की